After his stopover in Berlin, where he met the German Chancellor Olaf Scholz, India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi will today visit Denmark's capital, Copenhagen, as part of his three-day, three-nation tour of Europe. Prime Minister Modi's tour of Germany, Denmark and France comes in the backdrop of the raging Ukraine conflict that has now united much of Europe against Moscow. Prime Minister Modi's visit to Denmark comes as a special invitation from his Danish counterpart, Mette Frederiksen. Notably, this will be Prime Minister Modi's first visit to Denmark, but his third summit-level interaction with Frederiksen. And according to reports, the discussions between both the leaders will primarily focus on bilateral engagements. Both sides will also discuss the emerging regional and international issues concerning both the countries. Prime Minister Modi and Frederiksen will later interact with the business leaders of both countries under the India-Denmark Business Forum. Along with holding key bilaterals with the Danish leadership, Prime Minister Modi will also take part in the second edition of the India-Nordic Summit that is being hosted by Denmark this year. The summit, which will take place on the 4th of May, will bring in all the Nordic states on the same stage. The summit will focus on subjects such as the post-pandemic economic recovery, climate change, innovation, technology and renewable energy. The Prime Minister is also scheduled to hold bilateral meetings with Nordic leaders on the sidelines to review the progress in India's relations with all sides. The summit comes at a time when India continues to strengthen ties with all the Nordic nations of Denmark, Norway, Sweden, Finland and Iceland, which have reported an increased trade with India in recent years and spreading the Indian diaspora, of course. Prime Minister Modi's three-day, three-nation tour marks his first foreign visit this year. This trip will see him holding 25 meetings with 8 world leaders, around 50 global business moguls and hundreds of Indian diaspora members, all in a span of just 65 hours. And for more on this, our principal diplomatic correspondent Siddhant Sibal has sent us this report from Copenhagen. Take a look.
Prime Minister's key focus will be engagements here in Copenhagen with meeting with the Prime Minister of Denmark. Remember, she was in Delhi just last year. In fact, she was the first head of government to visit Delhi after a long gap because of the COVID pandemic. There weren't many incoming visits. But largely, if you look at India-Denmark relationship, green strategic partnership is something that is unique to this relationship. And both countries are keen to engage on clean and carbon-free world, and Denmark is keen to give clean technology, share clean technology with India, something that it believes helps in fighting pollution. And of course, we know that India is keen to also achieve its targets and keen to get these clean technologies. But largely, there will be the component of the diaspora as well. He meets the Indian diaspora. We saw jubilant scenes in Berlin, and now it's time for Copenhagen. But largely, the two-day visit will see the second India-Nordic Summit that will focus on the 5 countries coming together with India and discuss issues from renewable energy to climate change. The summit, of course, happens tomorrow, but today is the bilateral component and the Indian diaspora component of Prime Minister's visit to Copenhagen, his second leg of visit when it comes to 3-nation European tours. With video journalist Neeraj Patel, Siddhant Sibal for WION in Copenhagen, Denmark.
WION World is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.